Here we are doing a virtual tour. I want to make sure that you understand the entire process of touring something, because it can be really stressful if you're not here to see it yourself, and I get that. And of course, we're going to try to get you time to be able to come see it if you can. I always suggest purchasing something after you've seen it, not sight unseen, when you can, at all, when it's available. So here we are. We're going to go in, and I'm going to show you kind of what generally a virtual tour is going to look like. Take you, through the house, show you what we're looking for. One of the first things we're going to do when we're here, and I want to make sure we do even on a virtual tour, is check out the surroundings. This is a very great spot because next to us we have a park just across the street, as well as mountain views. And that's going to provide a lot of value on the resale, as well as make it valuable for you to enjoy the home. So let's go ahead. We're going to go in and take a look. Of course, the first step is unlocking the door, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we got a key. Let's head inside. So we're always going to try and make sure that we can get the best lighting possible for you, because it can be hard when we're looking through a camera lens to make sure that we're seeing a good visual of everything. So what's really important is we open up all of the blinds here. This is a good example of trying to get good light into the room, especially when we're doing a video virtual tour. We want to make sure that you get a really good perspective of the room, as well as we want to make sure we get multiple perspectives. So I'm going to have you come over here. So now you're able to see a few different perspectives of each room, giving you a better idea of how much space is actually in each room. Of course, we're going to be looking for some of the basics as well. Let's go ahead and continue on the tour. So even though this is a virtual tour, we still want to do some of the stuff that we might do if we are actually in the home. One being, we might look under the sink just to make sure that there's no water damage or anything like that, and that we're getting a good picture of some of the insides of the guts of the house as well. And that way we know if there's going to be any problems or not right off the bat. So we'll continue on. Beautiful Jack and Jill bathroom here. Look at this huge hallway. It's so big. Beautiful, beautiful kitchen, open concept living space. So this is, again, something we want to make sure we're getting the lights on, getting plenty of light. Let me hit the lights here. There we go. Now we've opened it up a little bit, giving you more light and a better picture of what the actual kitchen looks like. What I like to do as well is make sure I use myself as a reference when possible, so you kind of know approximately, I'm 6 foot, so you know approximately how big everything is that we're looking at. On this particular house, we actually don't have anything in the backyard. So this particular backyard is awesome in one aspect because it's a blank canvas. You can do anything you want with it. However, one of the negatives is you have to do something with it. It's not a good idea to leave it dirt like this. It can cause problems, respiratory problems. We have something here called the valley fever, and that can kick in with dogs if it's left a blank canvas like this and just dirt. However, well, another thing we still want to look for, even though we're dealing with a fairly new build here, we want to look for any deterioration at the bottom of the walls. We want to see if there's been any damage prior to. So those are just simple things that we might look for now, as well as during the inspection period of the house. Very spacious bedroom, and we have to check out this bathroom. They did an upgrade on the tile, and of course these are tile floors, lots of space with a his and hers sinks. And this closet is gigantic. This closet could be another bedroom. Another thing to consider, not so much in new homes, but in older homes, is we want to identify and make sure all the bathroom outlets especially are GFCI. If we don't identify this off the bat, we know that it's going to be on the inspection report for sure. And if they're not GFCI, and so that might be something we ask that the seller fix, repair, or give credit in lieu of. So here we're going to check out the laundry room. Of course, now You get a fair mixture of individuals that are selling. When they're selling, they leave the washer and dryer. Some don't. This obviously, there's no washer and dryer included with the sale. Also something we want to make sure that you're well aware of as the buyer. Here's another little, this looks like an office or den. The big difference between a bedroom and an office or den is there is no closet in here, so this can't be considered an additional bedroom. So we want to keep that in mind when we're selling or when you're purchasing a home. But during the virtual tour, make sure that you're well aware of how many bedrooms there is and that each bedroom has a closet. So a couple cool things in the garage. Obviously the flooring is coated and that helps protect the concrete against any permanent stains or anything like that. Also this piece right here is very, very handy in Arizona. This is a water softener loop. So you can connect your water softener system to this. Some houses may have a water softener they include, others may not. They just have the loop so you can install it yourself. And we always check the hot water heater, make sure that it's looks like it's operating normally. Of course, our inspector will get a lot more into that, and I have a video on how the inspection actually looks as well. One last step we want to do, even on a virtual tour, is just listen. We want a little bit of time to record all the sounds around the house, especially if it's near a road, interstate, freeway. We want to make sure that nothing's too loud. Otherwise, we want to make sure we identify it for you, as it may be something that could rule out a house right away. I'm Chris Jorsted. This is thebestarizonahome.com. Come log in at thebestarizonahome.com today, and we'll schedule a virtual tour for you and make the process a lot more simple and less stress, so that way you know a lot more about the house that you're interested in, and we'll get you here as soon as we can so you can check it out in person. Anyway, I'm Chris Jorsted, bestarizonahome.com. Talk to you soon.